Hi there guys, how's it going? This is Matt the Tomato right here. Thanks ever so much for tuning in and welcome back to some more SimCity 4 where the region is one big city. We are reaching the penultimate stages of this particular build here because we're slowly filling in the gaps and we're sort of just covering most of it with farms, to be quite honest, which is a little bit of a lazy way to do it, but we're creating a few villages here and there, but then ultimately we're then going to finish off with that big tile with the big dense buildings, and then we're probably going to go from there and hopefully we'll be okay. So we're going to go with the smoke detector program, and I'm also almost immediately going to throw in a fire station somewhere in here that will cover just about the bulk of the industry zone. So somewhere like there is probably going to be fine, and just a quick increase there in the budget to allow that fire station to cover a bigger area. Excellent. Okay, so we'll do that. The fire station now has power because I've just gone ahead and filled in the little area there. That obviously, right, that might be a bit annoying, but yeah, what can you do? Okay, so let's just do this. There's a lot of connecting roads. However, I will actually bulldoze these. We do not need that to connect there, so just a quick fill in there, that's okay. We don't need the crossing of the lines there, so that's okay. Good. Potentially could have gone in for high tech here as well. It's something I've really wanted to do, but I'm not sure we're going to get round to doing. Which is, not brilliant. You should really try and do high tech where you can, but yeah, that's not the most amazing thing that I haven't done high tech. So, ooh, there's probably going to be a lack of a road there. You get a street in there like that, that's probably going to be alright. Okay, so, is that going to be too big? No, so that's okay. So we go to there and zone in there. And then we do this, and the reason I've done that is so that actually we don't end up crossing the road there by accident. Okay, cool. So how far north does that industrial estate actually go? It's technically the end of the Temple industrial estate here. But no, that's actually okay. It does go a lot further. So it's here. Yeah, no, that's all right. No, I'm happy with that. So we can maybe expand it a little bit on a couple of corners here. So my thinking would be maybe just a small sort of block over here that slowly sort of becomes smaller, rather like that, I suppose, and ultimately ends like that. So it doesn't look too straightish, so it sort of merges in a little bit here. Okay, right, the rest of this is going to be farms with the exception of this middle bit, because this is obviously going to be the area. It's going to be the area where the little village is going to be. Now, we could actually build some farm over on this bit here if I manipulate the NAM to get a series of pieces in here to be able to bridge. So if we do that, this one is the easiest one. So start by building those two. Road over road, road over rail. There we go. Build that one, and then we need to basically circuit. I still didn't look up the way to tab backwards, which I didn't do at the end of that episode when I should have done. I've just gone past it again. There it is. Okay, so we need that one and that one. So firstly, we can obviously subsequently connect that up to there. But also, we should be able to develop a farm in there. So if I were to build oh no, that's part of the NAM piece. If I want to build a street that's sort of stretched along there. They'll take trash for cash. I don't need them to. I could probably build a landfill somewhere around here and that'll be alright. So let's do that. So we could put it here, but I don't know, there's not really any downside to putting it anywhere around here, is there really? Because obviously the village is going to be over that way, so no, there's not really too much downside. We don't need a massive landfill though, so probably just something like that is going to be fine. So if we go with that, that's obviously going to impact our tax income a fair bit. But yeah, no, that's okay. So we'll go with that. And of course, now we built this street down here, we can just fill that in there with farmland, and that's going to be fine. So yeah, oh, that actually did it correctly the way I wanted it to be done. That's shock horror. Okay, it must be a certain number of tiles or something like that you can go over. Right, we can fill that in, that'll be great. Okay, so that's okay actually, yeah, I'll build a little street there, that's no problem. Right, one nice big one in here is probably going to be fine. So there, and there. So that's probably going to be one nice big farm, that's going to be okay, no problems with that. This one's easy. Yeah, that's pretty easy there. I suppose we could maybe do a little bit of separation there. So we do this. That is annoying. That's really annoying. So we do that. Then we can sort of make sure that that's filled in there, like that. Put one in there. That'll be okay. Obviously, just segregate that with a street. Although, yeah, we could have built a road there. That might have been all right. Next set, that's going to be fine. We can build a nice big farm over there. We can get another nice big farm. Or we can maybe do something like that. So that's one farm, and then we can do this per se. So we do that, and then another big one there. This is all just architecture now, or what is it called? I don't know, design. Yeah, it's just design, that's all it is. So yeah, we can fill that in, that's easy, because this will be one farm there, on that side of the motorway. And then we'll have one here, and then one there, basically, is what we'll have. So lovely, and we can run some streets in and around this area, so that way there's also a connection there, which is kind of nice, but also it just sort of segregates that lot a little bit there. We will also build another one over here that runs alongside the motorway, and then of course we've got our village. So we'll put in almost like a commercial high street. So let's do let's do something a little bit more interesting. So we've done this before, but maybe let's go with like a pedestrianised central area on which the shops can be on. So we'll go with a pedestrianised area where we have some shopping, so like a commercial high street, just as you would. So let's go with that, and then let's build our residences alongside over here. That's going to be sufficient. Okay. I'm also, just because we're going to have lots of money here, I'm going to build a police station there. I'm going to build a fire station there, and I'm also going to build a school there, and probably a clinic as well. School, fire station, yeah, that's going to be fun. Okay, let's put a clinic there. There we go. So just provide a few random services. It doesn't matter because we've got loads of money, so it's going to do nothing here because it's literally just a village. We do, however, need, well, we want rather, the mayor to put up a chair. So let's go and live on the corner over there. We're going to say that that's maybe the mayor's personal farm over that way. That can also be a street that just sort of goes up that way. That's going to be fine. Cool. Or actually no, let's make, because we're going to be building stuff there anyway, let's make that into a road, because this motorway is going to be here, so no matter what we're going to have to build some stuff there. So basically just like that really. It's going to be nice and simple. So just a little village out in the out in this area. There we go. Just some proper houses developing there now. That's better. I suppose we can put in every village needs a church. So let's go ahead and put the church over there. It's okay. Brilliant. That's all we really needed to do there. So excellent. So we obviously finished off the temple industrial estate over here, and then basically just made the transition into countryside. We've got the motorway running through the countryside, and then we've got, you know, just a small village basically just out here. Is pretty much the reason there. Cool. Okay, let me just move my window back up here. Okay, so we're not far from 1 million people here, which is also really cool. So excellent. So this is going to be, yeah, so it's just a farmland zone over here. We've got another couple of areas over here that are also just going to be farms. But the purpose of this is just to complete the, basically complete the motorway is the purpose of this bit up here. So we can just complete the motorway. We can create a couple of little villages over this way. There's no harm with that. So let's go up this way. This is relatively simple. We just got a couple of little roads joining in here. We are going to call this one, I don't know, what are we going to call this one? We're going to call this, actually hang on, seems like a really stupid thing to forget, but what's the name of the region again? Large Town. Okay, so let's go over here. I know what I'm going to do with this. This is going to be Large Town Wind Park. And this is going to be a wind farm. So, first things first, we're going to put in we just did motorway. Now we're obviously going to do some farms and stuff like that, but we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to build a nice big wind farm out here. So let's just drag the motorway across like that. That's really nice and simple. Right, so the wind farm is going to be in this section here. So 1, 2 road. Okay, so we're going to build a nice big wind farm here. 1, 2 road. Okay, so we're going to go something like that. That's going to be fine. Right, it's not going to be that big, but nevertheless we're going to build a wind park here. So two each away. That'll do. So let's pop in. There we go. Lovely. That'll do. Actually, I was just thinking where actually it might have been better to like build some sort of dirt road here. And what I mean by that is I believe there is something in the Pedmall section. Can't remember. Open paved. It's kind of a pavement, yeah. I saw the pedestrian footbridge stuff, of course. Mountain trail, there we go. So what if we did something like that instead? So actually, let's go ahead, let's bulldoze all this road. Because obviously that's going to look really odd on the transport network here. So let's go ahead, we'll create some sort of village here, but what I'm thinking is, if we do, might as well just keep it straight, it's going to be fine. We're going to build a junction here, because we're going to have another little town. Well, more like a village, to be quite honest. No, not parallel ramps. Overpass, that's what we want. There we go, just a little junction in here. It's going to be the simplest thing, because basically I'm just going to do this. Like that. Okay. But I'm going to run a mountain trail into what is essentially going to be a little village. So, let's go with the Pedmall stuff here again. Where is it? Mountain Trail. There we go. So, we could maybe create like some sort of walkway that, you know, essentially just like, you know, goes around. So you can like do a walk around the wind park, essentially. So let's go. home. Can I not rotate? Ah, curve. There we go. So we have to rotate this around here, like that. It might well be that my keyboard is not responding. There we go. That's better. Yeah, it was. So we can do that. So T intersection there. That's a cross intersection, right? Yeah, so again, I wish I actually remembered the... There we go. So it was actually... there we go. So it's like just a mountain, you know, it's just a lovely little walk that you can do around the wind farm. Why, you know, that just sounds lovely, doesn't it? There we go, up to essentially this piece here. Okay. Again, we can do this here. And we're going to bring this over to this way. So you can walk all the way over there. Okay, you'll kind of see what I'm doing in a minute. Curved. There we go. Okay, right, yeah, so it's actually my keyboard that was playing up there, and not anything else. Okay, so it's just a mountain trail. You can go and walk around the wind farm. So I was going to build like a small village over here. So something like that. I don't know. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, just a little. I don't know. Do. There we are. Maybe another something there. We can maybe say that's like a couple of little shops in the village. And you got just like little closes basically that sort of peel away off the normal sort of area. So it's like a really odd shaped village. Like that, and then you've got a trail that leads out here. So if we do maybe create some bits and bobs here, so we can put in like, so say we got like a football field on the edge. We'll go with like a flower garden as like the centerpiece of the town. So like a nice big flower garden there. Some sort of park green in there. We can do like a pedestrian walk through the middle of the town, like that. Just, you know, just like a little village. So we've got a soccer field, all that sort of stuff we can have. So you don't usually find those sorts of things, but like a school on the outskirts of town tends to be a thing. Sometimes a little doctor's surgery, so let's put like a little doctor's surgery there. Increase the funding there so we can actually get after that. You know, just little quaint little town like that, and then we can fill the rest in with farms. So do this, that's okay. So we can fill that in with some farmland there. That should be relatively okay. Jolly good. Okay. So the real question is whether I can actually do any like proper filling in. So if I do, see the issue is if I do that, yeah, it does. It clears out all the crap that I've just done there. So, which is a little bit annoying actually because I wasn't wanting to actually do that. There we go. Actually, some remarkably bigger properties in there, which is interesting. So yeah, we could do that. Let's build a nice big piece over there, and subsequently there. That's a bit annoying, but then we can like reposition a few things. So be a farm there, right? So now I've allowed for that development. That should actually like build itself automatically there, which would be good if it did. So we can do this. Should probably just try and fill that in there like that, because that would be a lot easier. There we go. Right. There. And it should, like, build... Yeah. So it's like fields in amongst the... Yeah, that's actually alright. Okay. And then this piece over here should just be natural like that. And I'm kind of hoping I can also do this. Cool, okay. So let's get a street, essentially lines along there. Street there. Or build a street over here as well, just to... There we go. That might actually look relatively realistic, that's the thing. There we are. Lovely. And obviously the mayor will need to pull up a chair. Getaway destination. Really? So they want to build a luxury hotel here for some reason. I don't know why there's complaining there. Let's go and live on that corner. I suppose they're technically on the mountain path, aren't they? They're not going to... they're not actually going to develop there, are they? So, in which case then, if we just go ahead and say, that's a playground. That's a playground and that's a playground. Kind of looks like a little bit of development. So that actually has a little bit more realism about it, because I've actually taken my time with it and it just looks better. So yeah, it's sort of, you know, the farmland areas encompassing the village. And yeah, no, that's alright. That kind of looks a little bit more realistic. So, okay, fab. So let's go ahead and save and exit to region there. And then I suppose you could probably just complete this other tile at the top here. So we've got the large town wind park. So if I delete the... Okay, yeah, so wind turbines don't actually show up that much here. And obviously all of that work, you know, doesn't actually show up that much. But, you know, just a little bit of detail in there. And of course then we need to go with some more farms at the top over this way. So this one is going to be quite a simple one to name. So we've got a fair amount of roads. Oh, there's also a railway track here. Didn't actually plan for that. There is in fact the railway track that comes in here. Whoops. Maybe we should send that in this way then, and down the side here. So we send it in across here and then down the side of this one to then join in with the central hub that's going to be here in the top corner. That's probably going to be the way we're going to have to do that. I forgot that we were also sending in track from the north that was connecting to the airport. Of course, I did forget that. Okay, so this is going to be Douglas Fields, Patina. There we go. And so have I actually lined that up? That's ridiculous. Okay, right. Well, what I'd actually like to do is elevate the motorway over the train track here. In all honesty, so let's go ahead and delete a bit of that there. It's a lot easier to do with motorways because there is already a built-in elevated highway tool. So it's actually a lot easier to do with... There we go. So it was so much easier to build bridges like that because that was just a lot simpler. Okay, so this needs to run off of the map over here. So that needs to disappear that way. And then basically these roads just need to sort of come in and around here. I do need to build a bridge there though, so that's going to require a road over rail bridge piece there. I've kind of forgotten how on earth I played this game without the NAM, because it's like, you know, there's so much restriction. Would have had to build roads like across the track all the time. So it would have been, you know, quite a pain in the ass, to be quite honest. So let's go over here. I'm actually going to build another junction over here, just because we can. I'll go with a parallel ramp this time though, because I might just go... might miss something a little bit funky. So if we build a bridge, say there, And then we can just sort of do this. There's a connection like that, basically. So that'll be okay. And then just sort of end that there, basically, like that. It's probably going to be fine. And then a small one there, because it's just a little network of roads for all these farms that we're going to be building, because this is just going to run straight through here. So we need a power plant. We could just go with wind turbines, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and build a natural gas power plant here. Top corner over there looks like a great spot, so we'll just do that. Get a field going over there. I will actually go ahead and put a gap in there just to separate some farms. I suppose, yeah, alright then. If that will develop, I don't even think it will, but we'll give it a go. And then that section, and of course that section. Now this one might not develop, so I might just need to do this to make sure that that actually grows. I don't know whether this bit here will grow at all. And then a street over there. This probably won't happen. So let's just go ahead and do this. No, so I'll tell you what, just to make it look a little bit less finicky, let's go ahead and put in some industries in there. There we go, so a couple of industry buildings on the junction, that's fine. Okay, yeah, excellent, that has all developed in a manner that I am happy with. Jolly good. Okay, right, so I'm going to end this episode right here then. So that's it for now. So cheers for watching, guys. This has been myself, Tomato. In the next episode, we're probably going to look at obviously completing this motorway down here. So we'll run this motorway down and we'll complete this, which will then obviously complete the whole ring road, which will be excellent. We've also got the railway tracks to join together here, so they're all going to come in here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to build a hub right in the top corner here of this last tile, so we can bring the track in from the north as well. And we'll build a hub connecting all of these trains here, and then we'll obviously then probably maybe run the elevated rail out there or something like that, and we'll connect it up to basically the centre of the city, and we'll finish with this tile. Apart from that, most of this here, so we obviously have a bit more farmland to build up here. We might have a little bit of residential to build in this corner up this way, but apart from that, most of that's going to be farms. There might be the odd village, and then over here as well is the same sort of thing. We're going to build like the old village and whatnot, but otherwise it's going to be farms, because this is a very rural section of the map here, apart from the big industrial estate, of course. So. But okay, so I think we're going to end here. So that's it for now. Cheers for watching, guys. This has been myself, Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series, and join me next time for more SimCity 4, where the region is one big city. See you later.